Hi everyone, this is Stephanie Spandit with Creative Tidings, and I would like to show you my card making frenzy using one sheet of 12 by 12 designer series paper. Here are the projects that you will make from my design. We'll be making 19 cards all together, and using all of the DSP. There will be no scraps left over, so we'll be not wasting anything. We'll make 8 of each of these two, and then 3 of these. 2 of these and 1 of these, and I'll explain why. That just is how we're going to use up all the paper and not have any scraps. So the supplies that you're going to need: you'll need 4 pieces of old olive cardstock, cut in half at 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. 4 pieces of Pool Party cardstock, cut at 4 1/4 by 8 1/2 as well. And you'll need 3 sheets of Whisper White cardstock, 19 pieces of this, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and 3 pieces of Night of Navy at 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, and you'll get 19 pieces from there. And then you'll need 1 piece at 3 1/2 by 1, and there's plenty of scrap that you'll be able to get that off of there, off the paper. And then the designer series paper we're going to use is the Delightful Daisy paper, and it's from the new 2017 annual catalog. And then we're going to need scraps of the Wisteria Wonder. And you also need Night of Navy crinkled seam binding. You're going to need 12 inches for the vertical cards, 13 inches for the horizontal cards, and then 9 inches for the bow. So there's the bow, there's the horizontal card, those 2, and then the vertical card. Okay. You will also need a stamp pad for Night of Navy, and we're going to use the Blossom Builder Punch to use the flowers, and we're going to use the really pretty gold faceted gems for the center of the flowers, dimensionals, glue dots, and fast fuse. And of course the stamp set that I used for the cards is the Lovely Friends. And so let's go ahead and get started. First, what I'll do is show you, how to cut the designer series paper. Okay, move all this stuff out of the way. I'm going to pull in my trimmer. Now, the first thing you need to do is to cut off 1 inch on one of the sides of the designer series paper. Now, with this pattern, you don't need to worry about how you cut it off, but on this other side, as you can see, there's some directions, and in this case, it really doesn't matter either. But if there happen to be words or something, lettering, or even pictures that you wanted to go in a certain direction, you would need to make sure that you cut it accordingly. But right now, we don't need to worry about that. So let's go ahead and cut off one end of the paper at 1 inch. Oops. Put the sewing blade up there. Okay, I'll put that aside for now. And then you're going to turn it and start cutting your 3 inch. Start cutting at 3 inches. Now this will give you 4 sheets of 3 by 11, and then you're going to cut each one of these at, let's see, 2 3/4, and you'll get 16 pieces of that. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now you'll grab the 1 by 12 piece, and you're going to cut 2 pieces at 4 1/4. And you'll have a remaining piece at 3 1/2. Okay, so those are going to be the 3 cards that I was telling you about earlier. So like I said, you'll cut your old olive cardstock in half at 4 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then you'll fold it in half. Actually, since I have my cutting tool here, I'm just going to score it. It's a lot easier. I'll do this one as well. So scoring at 4 1/4. It just makes folding easier. My bone folder's across the room, so let's do this. On my samples I did use the Lovely Friends, but for the cards that I'm making today I'm going to use the Beautiful Bouquet because I need a birthday card and an anniversary card. So, and this is a really pretty set too. I just love the fonts for this set. Layering the Designer Series paper onto our Whisper White. That's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to use my Fast Fuse. Oh, and I just ran out. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me grab another one. No, it's not good when that happens. Sorry about that. Okay. Now this one is going to be a vertical card, so I'm going to place the Designer Series paper on one end here, kind of centering it on there. I'm going to stamp the greeting. Let's do the birthday one first. And just put it down here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the paper on the other one as well. And this one is the horizontal one, so I'm just going to put it on the side here. And actually, I just realized, that's okay, I'll just do 2 happy birthdays. Because this will fit. Alright, so I'm going to place it right here, kind of above where the ribbon is going to go. Okay. Alright. What I like about this set too is it has the greeting inside that you can place inside, wishing you a day of love and happy memories. And for the birthday, actually the anniversary one, following by many days and years of the same. So I like being able to stamp things on the inside of my cards. Okay, so now I need to go ahead and tie the ribbon around this first, because we're going to place it on top of the Night of Navy with dimensionals. First, I shall do some dimensionals. I always cut the sides of my dimensionals so I can use up every bit of it. Alright. Pull the backs off. Okay, let's pull in the old olive. I'm going to layer this on first. Just centering it into the front. And then placing this on top. Alright, now let's get the Wisteria Wonder and punch out a couple flowers. Now using scraps, you can kind of just move the paper around so that way you don't have to, you're not using up a lot of your good paper. So I got one of each there. And I'm going to use a glue dot to attach it to the card front. Okay, let's see which size. Let's do this one. There's 3 different sizes of this of the faceted gems, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. So there's that one. Okay, so I'm gonna attach the Night of Navy to the pool party. Centering it as best you can. We're going to tie this around. I think I'm going to do this one a little differently. So the way I did that bow for this horizontal one, I just tie a knot, a real loose knot on one end, and then kind of put it where I would like it. And like I was telling you, this ribbon is very pliable. So then you will just fold over the ribbon to the adhesive on the back. Voila. Alright, dimensionals. I do like putting on plenty of dimensionals because I don't like my projects getting flat. Let's see. Because this is such a bigger piece of paper, you kind of do need a little bit more dimension, one more. Alright. Center this on to the Night of Navy. Oops. Fold that over so I don't get more dots all over myself. And then we'll place this, let's see, like, I don't know. kind of like it here. Okay, I don't think I really need that. We'll do a small one this time. So there you have it. So again, using the pattern that I just showed you, you'll make 19 cards, 8 of these, 8 of these, and then 2 of these and 1 of these using the 1-inch pieces of the cut that you did first. Thanks for watching, and just go to my website at www.creativetidings.com and go to my online store. I'll have the video and the link for the project instructions listed there, so just take a look, and if you have any questions, let me know. Have a good one. Bye.